The internet lifestyle is pretty amazing, isn't it? Working from laptops, traveling the world, doing whatever the heck you want because you don't need to answer to anyone. Because you call the shots. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Well, unfortunately for most people, this is nothing more than just a pipe dream. A wild fantasy that never sees the light of day. Most people who set out to start an online business quickly face the cold, hard reality that the gurus never seem to mention. This stuff actually takes work. Sorry to break it to you, but pushing a button won't build you $1 million online business. Maybe you've noticed yourself logging into your JVZoo account and various online dashboards, hoping that by some fluke of nature there will be thousands of dollars just sitting there. But instead you see nothing but zeros. And guess what? When you're constantly putting in all this work, trying everything that the gurus are telling you to do, yet you don't have a darn thing to show for all of these efforts, it can be pretty frustrating. Hi, my name is Todd, and I want to introduce you to someone who lived that reality for a long time. His name is Nikhil, and much like you, he struggled to figure out the online marketing thing for years. He started out like most people do, looking for the freedom, the satisfaction, and unlimited earning potential that an internet business has to offer. But he had no clue what he was doing. He signed up for the email lists. He joined the secret Facebook groups. He bought the online courses, the step-by-step programs, the push-button software that promised to make him an internet millionaire by pushing just a few buttons. He was like a cat chasing his own tail, chasing every shiny object out there that the gurus would throw at him. And where did it get him? Well, it got him scammed and put him in debt. That's what it did. He maxed out his credit card buying all these shiny objects, hoping to pay off the balance with his internet millions. Yet when the day came to pay the bill, he still hadn't made a dime. It got so bad to the point where he had to move back home and convince his dad to pay for his living expenses. This was the lowest point in his life, and it sucked big time. He felt like a failure and could barely look his friends and family in the face. But little did he know, his entire life was about to change. It was 11:47 p.m. exactly on a Tuesday night, and he was sitting at his parents' kitchen table, and he had hit rock bottom. He had no idea what he was going to do next. Thoughts about heading into town to fill out job applications the next morning started filling his mind, and it made him sick to his stomach. There's no way he was going to get another soul-sucking job and take orders from a boss. And at the very same moment, right then, he stood up in frustration, slammed his fists onto the table so hard that his laptop fell onto the kitchen floor. And he screamed out, "There's gotta be an easier way. Why can't I figure this stuff out? What am I missing?" Now get this. At that very moment, he looked down at his laptop that lay on the floor, reached down to pick it up, and something unusual caught his eye. It was an email from an internet marketer who he had been following for quite some time. And what he said in the email spoke directly to him and made it seem as if he really understood the pain that Nikhil had been going through. He wasn't talking about shiny objects or push-button riches. Instead, he was talking about his own struggles and the journey he took to become successful online. And to Nikhil's surprise, the struggles he faced were similar to his own. That's it, Nikhil thought. These successful marketers are people just like me. And most of them have been through similar struggles. Clearly, I'm doing something wrong. I've been at this for years and nothing to show for it. What if I could somehow infiltrate the secret society of the gurus and get them to reveal their biggest secrets to me so I can just do what they did? Nikhil wanted to know. How did they overcome their struggles and go from someone who was once a clueless newbie to making millions on the internet? How are these people actually able to live the internet lifestyle? How do they actually make money? If Nikhil could actually find answers to these questions, he would finally become successful online. But getting these people to reveal their secrets is obviously easier said than done. Why would any of these marketers talk to him? After all, nobody knew who he was, he had no credibility, and these marketers were just too busy making money to talk with a complete stranger that they've never met before. But nonetheless, Nikhil started sending emails to some of the biggest names on JVZoo, asking for just 20 minutes of their time. Can I please ask you a few questions about how you became successful? He sent email after email, but got no responses. After he sent the 50th email, he was about to give up. Then something magical happened. A reply from one of the marketers he had been following for years. "Sure, I could chat for 10 minutes right now if you want." Nikhil asked him every question he could think of, and by the time the call was over, Nikhil had learned more than he had in the last 3 years on his own. He knew exactly what he had been doing wrong and even had a step-by-step blueprint for going from $0 to $10,000 a month fast. But he did not stop there. Nikhil leveraged that first call to convince 10 more top marketers from JVZoo to jump on a Skype call with him. And before he knew it, he had the top 4% of internet marketers on the world's leading affiliate network, JVZoo, spilling their best-kept secrets to him. And when he finally got in, the things he discovered shocked him. Everything was completely different from what he had been told. Call after call, what he learned from these successful marketers completely changed the way he thought about online marketing, and it cut out all the BS. And the little things that he had been wasting time on that were just holding him back got eliminated from his life. He dispelled all the lies that were fed to him by some of the gurus. Nikhil had successfully infiltrated this underground society of internet marketers that so many people try every day to break into. A complete newbie who had repeatedly failed for years was now holding the secret playbooks that revealed everything he needed to know as a complete newbie to start completely from scratch and finally build a successful online empire, regardless of how many times he had failed up until now. And for the first time in his life, he could finally see clearly how that dream of an internet lifestyle was actually possible. So I know what you're thinking. What were the secrets Nikhil learned that allowed him to go from stuck, lost, and confused and repeatedly failing to now becoming friends with all these top experts and even launching a product of his own? Well, I'm glad you asked, because the good news is that Nikhil recorded every single one of these private coaching sessions and had decided to make them public for an extremely limited time. Introducing the Titans of Zoo. And if you're like Nikhil was when he was lost and confused and not making any money online, and no matter if you've been trying for years or are a clueless newbie, the Titans of Zoo will take you into the secret world of 6- and 7-figure internet marketers and give you access to the secret coaching sessions that he recorded while getting these top earners to reveal their best-kept money-making secrets to him personally. And the best part is, you won't need to go through all the pain and struggle that he went through to get here. For the first time ever, a complete newbie with no experience and no business being in the same room as these top earners, ask them all the things we have all been dying to know. Here's what you're going to discover: how to create profit-producing offers and how to tell if they're going to sell before you do anything. How to build the money-making sales funnel that actually converts and brings you more sales. How to create high-converting sales videos without ever being on camera. How to build a 6-figure business without an army of affiliates. A secret digital business growth hack that allows you to make 1,900% more in your first month of business than the average digital entrepreneur. How to create stark crazy raving fans and customers who love to buy from you over and over again. How one simple to create under the radar webinar can double your profits in just 30 days. How to perform one little known strategy that can get you to 6 figures even if you are a newbie. How to make a 7-figure software business from home sitting in pajamas. How to build an email list of hot buyers from YouTube for free even if you're starting from scratch and nobody knows who you are. A forgotten and untapped traffic source where you could get clicks for pennies on the dollar. This is like getting into a time machine and going back to the early days of Facebook before it became saturated with marketers. and how to get $10,000 per month fast without a product or email list of your own. Titans of Zoo is the first expert secret playbook of its kind that gives you the power to learn the secrets of top industry experts. You will also learn how to define your dream life and business, how to develop and execute a plan and make it a reality. You will have complete clarity on the action steps that you need to take to avoid being overwhelmed. Now, this will increase the success of your marketing efforts, so you will become more confident and focused on the right things for your business. And this means more sales, more money, and an overall happier life. In short, if you want to live a lifestyle of total freedom and create a six-figure business or more, not only will you love the Titans of Zoo, but you need it. So I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, Nikhil, but what's the investment?
Well, most of these experts said I shouldn't share these recordings for any less than $2,000. After all, just the stuff you will learn from the guy they call the $1 Million Newbie has generated over 7 figures in sales. So with that in mind, if he asked you to pay $9.97, then that would be a pretty good deal, wouldn't you agree? Not to mention, I'm sure you recognize some of these experts yourself. Maybe you subscribe to their email list or have bought their products before, so you know this is the real deal. I'm sure you would agree opportunities like this don't come around too often. Getting access to 10 of top earning marketers on JVZoo and discovering their best kept secrets that made them successful. It's not something you see every day. And if you just follow one of these secret coaching sessions and do exactly what they say, you will likely see more results in the next 90 days than you will in an entire year all by yourself. So if you are here watching this video right now, that means you have landed on this page by some stroke of good luck during our special introductory launch discount. And while I will soon be asking $4.97 for this, you can get access to the Titans of Zoo today for just one payment of $47. But only if you take action before the timer on this page hits 0. When the clock hits 0, I have promised the experts that I would raise the price to at least 10x. So why such a good deal, you ask? Well, that's easy. I know that after you get access to the Titans of Zoo and apply just a few of the secret strategies revealed by these experts, you will get some amazing results. Then you will likely send me a great testimonial like the others have done here on this page. So it's a win-win for both of us. Not to mention, this all comes backed by my rock-solid 60-day money-back guarantee. If you are unhappy with your purchase for any reason at all, just send me an email and I will instantly refund your money, no questions asked. I'm putting all the risk on my shoulder because I know you are going to love this, so go ahead. It's time to put the days or perhaps even months or years of frustration with online marketing behind you once and for all. Click that button below to grab your copy of Titans of Zoo at the special introductory launch discount right now. And once you have completed your payment through PayPal, you will instantly be redirected to the secure private members area, where you will have instant access to all the private coaching sessions. And you and I can start crushing your goals together. See you on the inside.